I know you probably know this, but to those that don't know, over the past year, AI has taken over the entire internet by storm. So it used to be just AI images where people would put in a prompt and in a couple seconds or in less than a minute, the AI just spat out an image that relates to the prompt that you just gave it. It used to be mainly AI images, which really consisted of DALL-E 2 or DALL-E Mini. DALL-E Mini is really where it started, and then it started branching out to other AI generated art like Stability AI, Playground.ai, which is the one I use. And then recently there has been AI text, where you would put in a prompt into the little text box, and once you click enter, the AI would give you a whole essay depending on what you told it to write. You could also play Akinator with it. You could tell it to draw an object in ASCII art, which you don't know is just text art. And you could do pretty much anything with it that's not related to like any art. If it's related to any kind of writing, you could ask ChatGPT to help you with that. Mainly, it's not entirely reliable. Some of the things it say is really weird. I swear to God, I'm gonna be in like surgery and I'm gonna die because the surgeon used ChatGPT. For the past year on Google Trends, ChatGPT actually ranks #1 search inquiries rising. It's really insane for something to be at the top. But the reason why I'm bringing this up now is because last week an artist named Boris Eldegsen, oh my God, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce German names right for the life of me, bro. Boris Eldegsen AI generated an image and got first place in a creative open category for the Sony World Photography Awards, which is a competition where a bunch of photographers have a chance to compete with each other and earn money, and it goes up to $25,000. The category that he chose, which was creative open category, was going for about $5,000, but also an additional prize of Sony photography equipment. But all of the entries are free, so you don't have to pay anything or give anything to join up. This was the winning photo that he AI generated. It depicts two women from different generations in black and white. It's obviously a photograph because that's what the topic is supposed to be. But I just want to show you how easy it is to fake this. It does take some work because I've been trying to get an image related to that for like half an hour and I couldn't. Some of these are okay. So this is oh, where am I pointing? Jesus, right here. Oh my God, right here. That was an AI generated image that I have quote unquote made. I put in a prompt and this is what I got as a response. It's not that bad. It's a little creepy though. The whole thing's creepy. That just looks like a ghost. This looks like it's kind of in color. This is literally just in black and white. Here's another one. This is just scary. This character, oh my God, I can't show it, but this character, the one that I'm pointing at, she looks like she's from The Exorcist. She is scary looking. Oh my God, she looks like a menace. Oh my God, if I had a child like that, I don't even know if that's a child. Is that a grandma? Dude, I actually, the first time I saw this, I thought it was a child, but I think that's supposed to be the grandma. Here's another one that I made. Another absolute abomination. This looks just scary looking. That's scary looking. I hate looking at that. I don't know why. It's just that character. This one right there. That one above my finger. She looks like she's a character from Little Nightmares. She is scary looking. She is scary to look at. I'm assuming this one's supposed to be the grandma and this one's supposed to be the daughter. Obviously looking at the I was about to say facial features, but I don't see any facial features. This one is not related to the video at all, but I just got curious. I typed in Polaroid style, the last photograph. This is AI generated, which is actually really good. I don't know why I didn't get good results for this, but I somehow got good results for this, which is just a picture of a young adult looking very mellow, and is supposed to be the last photograph. So those are the one that I AI generated. It doesn't look nearly as good as the one that he created, but having the right kind of prompt can give you something that looks as beautiful as the one that he made. He applied to an art competition to see if people could spot AI work. He joined to see if the judges and the people in the competition were ready for AI art, and he says they weren't. You could prepare for it, and it's really easy to spot as well. If you look hard enough, you can see mistakes and little details that are out of place on AI generated art, especially on competitions, because if an artist makes a mistake during a competition, they will 9 times out of 10 go back on that drawing and redo their mistake. I don't know how he won with that AI generated image because there were multiple mistakes on it, and I saw those mistakes just by looking at it for less than 10 seconds. Like I said, he joined the competition to see if people were ready for AI art and to see if people could spot it. You shouldn't do that because people could skim over AI generated art. I don't know how they do that. If they look hard enough, they could see little details that are out of place, which could obviously look like AI generated art. Anyways, he shouldn't have done that because he took the prize from someone else, and he is giving it away. He denied the offer. He's giving it to a photo festival in Odessa, Ukraine, which is good. I'm glad that he didn't accept it with open arms, but I don't think he should have joined in the first place because he kind of ripped a prize from someone else that could have achieved that with a real photo. Another thing to point out with this kind of competition, it's a photograph, so it's a real photograph. You can't, if something looks off, it could be a physical feature, but there's some mistakes that are absurd and can't really happen at all in the real world. This is the image that was AI generated. I think I pretty much already showed you. There are multiple things that I've seen that are obviously make this AI generated, and I could tell, which again, some people might skim over, but this is a competition. There are judges. The judges are supposed to look very closely at these photographs instead of just looking, oh, this is nice. Here's the next one. They have to look at it. I don't know why they didn't. Here are some mistakes that I found in this AI generated image. The creases in her shirt. If you look on the young woman's sleeve, her upper arm shows creases that are from the shirt, but if you look a little lower, there are no more creases. It just instantly stops. So that part of her shirt might be just super tight and everything else loose. She seems to be wearing some kind of robe, and it doesn't make any sense. I couldn't find any reasonable explanation for this, except for the fact that it might be tight, but then again, that wouldn't make sense, because there would still be some kind of crease. Another one that I found, it looks like a painting. If you look closely enough, it doesn't look as realistic. I'm not the best at explaining it, especially on the older woman behind the younger woman. She looks like, I guess, kind of like a realistic oil painting. Again, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a huge artist. I'm not good at art. Another huge thing I found was the bump on her wrist. If you look at the image, the woman's right arm wrist bump is on her left, and it's a little lower down. It's supposed to be a little higher, a lot higher than hers is, but it's a little farther down and it's to the left. So that also just doesn't make any sense. The artist also made a really, really weird statement that I just found weird. He says, "We, the photo world, need an open discussion, a discussion about what we want to consider photography and what not. Is umbrella photography large enough to invite AI images to enter, or would this be a mistake?" In my opinion, it would be a mistake. It would be a terrible mistake. I don't know why any competition will allow AI generated art. If they have a category specifically for AI generated art, then that's fine, but they shouldn't allow that because it's silly. Imagine you spend your hard work time on an art piece that took forever to make. You put so much effort into it just to be beaten by an AI generated image. It really demotivates you. You put in so much effort for an image that gets overtaken by an AI. It's terrible. It's not good whatsoever. AI generated images look really, really beautiful. Do I think that they should be included in contests? Absolutely not. I think that's a terrible idea. If they really want to, they can make an AI category. I'm not gonna force this upon them because I can't, but it's advice. It's my opinion. But AI art is super lazy and it just requires a prompt. The guy said this just doesn't require a prompt, it requires effort. It doesn't. You just have to choose right wording and what you want to be in the painting, include it in the prompt, and click create. Just wait a couple seconds, and boom, you already have an AI generated image, and it's lazy. So you shouldn't include that in competitions, because that's real artists that make actual art put in effort. That just, it demotivates them, and it kind of slaps them in the face. I did some more research on the topic, and a spokesperson for the World Photography Organization had a discussion with him. And the spokesperson had a discussion with the winner before he actually won the prize. And it was related to AI generated art. And they welcomed it. They welcomed AI generated art. They welcomed it. Why? Why? What's the point in taking a picture if you could just go on playground.ai? Let me see. Go on prompt, old woman behind younger woman, old photo, sepia, and then click enter. Like, there's no point in taking a photo if you can just click create on playground.ai or DALL-E Mini. They really need to make rules and regulations about AI art. This is not the first time that AI artists have won a competition. This isn't the first time. He said he wanted to make history, but he didn't. The artist said that he was going to make history by winning a competition using AI art. This wasn't the first time an artist that used AI art won a competition. It happened before. This was the other AI generated art that has won a competition. This is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. But should they have won the competition? Absolutely not. They shouldn't. They shouldn't have won this. They don't deserve the prize. They don't deserve it because they put in no effort. They put in a prompt, clicked enter, and got this absolute gorgeous masterpiece. But I'm pretty sure the artist of that AI generated image accepted the prize with open arms. I don't know why I'm getting this worked up over it. I just think it's so stupid and silly. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. It's just so silly. That's it about my rant. I hope you guys have a good night. Peace.